Hey, how's it going, people? It's your boy RantNRavinFection. And you know what? Since I've been on YouTube for over a year now, I want to revisit some of the topics that the earliest videos that I made, over a year ago, and I want to revisit those topics. So I'm gonna go back to the very first video I ever uploaded, very first rant: women in video games. Let's discuss it, baby. So I'm eating pizza right now, so so tasty. Alright, but anyway, women in video games. Now, last year I talked about how women were basically limited in video games as far as their variety, their physical appearance. They're very objectified, and highly sexualized oftentimes. Every time you see a female character in a video game, it's almost always in a sexualized, overtly physical, stereotypical kind of sexualized character. Just objectification of women and exploitation, basically. And that's a problem, because the thing with video games is they can create more complex female characters. They can create heroes, female heroines, and main characters that are female, and they can be very powerful without having to be overtly sexualized. They can be intelligent. They can be, wily. They can be crafty. They can be just totally, interesting without having to be TNA, without having to be a sexualized character. And now that it's been over a year, let's look at some of the video games that was released this past year that involved female characters. And obviously, you got games like Heavenly Sword, okay? Heavenly Sword coming out for the PS3, which was actually an exclusive. And my first thoughts was that, oh, okay, she's kind of cute. She's a hot-looking character. I like the red hair. She's got going on. Very fiery redhead. She is, sexualized, but it's also I think the main problem with that game though wasn't even really the character itself. It was just the fact that it was so unoriginal. It was basically just a God of War ripoff. It was a God of War clone. And that's sad because, instead of Sony focusing on the God of War franchise, instead of releasing God of War 3 as a launch title, what they did was they ended up releasing some ripoff, okay, with some knockoff. And it's not nearly as great as God of War. It's not nearly as good. It's not as robust, okay. So that's a problem right there. And, female character herself is, she's cute, but, as far as, being a sexy character, yeah, she's up there too. She's not exactly, once again, the stereotypical, the revealing outfit, the revealing clothes, the skin-tight clothing, the shots of her, and the kind of focusing on her body. Sometimes it gets too much, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was talking about Heavenly Sword, and I think her name was Nariko, or whatever it's called. So I don't think she's a revolutionary character in any way, shape, or form. She doesn't, she's not like a symbol of woman empowerment kind of thing. She's just kind of the typical, beautiful, kind of sexy, skin-tight clothing kind of women that's so kind of prevalent and just generic. She doesn't really stand out, in my opinion. Who knows? There could be females out there who actually like her character design. But me personally, you need something more than that. Red hair is cute, but, give me something extra. And as far as, other video game characters, there's actually a similar character in this game called, what was it? I think it was called Golden Axe Beast Rider, which was released in 2008, late 2008 as well, if I'm not mistaken. and it featured another similar character in there, and she has red hair as well, and she's got a similar kind of character design. She's got the skin tight, clothing and very revealing clothes. And what's funny was that every time that there would be a cutscene, it would always show her, like from the back point of view, and it would always focus on her body first, like maybe her backside, and then it would zoom out, or underneath her legs, and then it would show the rest of the scene that she's looking at in the distance. You know what I mean? So it would always be a sexualized theme in it. It always has to exploit her body, which once again, it's so prevalent. It's incredibly annoying. It's annoying me. I don't know that it's. I mean, I guess on one hand, when you have these sexualized characters, once again, you can argue that, yeah, okay, well, it's just for the money, really. It's just, the majority of video game players are predominantly male, so therefore you have to attract them in order to want to get them to play the games. I just don't understand that mentality, though. I don't get it. Why would you, as a guy, want to play as a girl? A beautiful, sexy girl, yes, but why would you want to play as a hot, sexy female? You know what I mean? When you can play as somebody like Kratos, the fucking god of war, a buff, no nonsense, take no prisoners, kill everybody in your fucking path kind of dude, a fucking anti-hero like that. I mean, I know that sounds ironically sexist. Like, why would you want to play as a female? What I'm saying is, why would you want to play as this sexy looking babe when that it doesn't make any sense if you just want to play as that. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to play that because if it objectifies women and if it attracts players, then shouldn't video game companies realize that, hell, if we're gonna make a video game, I mean, we might as well make, porn games or something. You know what I mean? Why not? Why don't they just go to fucking extra mile and fucking make an entire fucking video game that's basically scantily clad women every fucking where, instead of just a fucking main character? You know what I mean? It's like, why would a male want to live vicariously through a fucking female, a skimpy, scantily clad female character? Like, why would I want to play as, for example, why would I want to play as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider when I can fucking play as some badass fucking male character that I can relate to more? You know what I mean? Like, that's why you play video games, because you want to play as these larger than life characters, these amazing characters that otherwise you would never be able to be in real life, like Kratos, like Link from the Legend of Zelda series. These characters that are fucking, they have something that you can relate to. They have something that you would desire personally. Now, I guess there's an appeal, and my only explanation to this is that there is something of an appeal of wanting to play as a sexy, beautiful looking woman if you're a guy. And that particular attraction is that being able to control that female and have her do your bidding, you see. So it's more of a possessive mentality, a possessive thing when it comes to guys wanting to play sexualized female characters. So if I'm playing, for example, a wrestling game that has, Melina, a sexy female character, female wrestler, and I'm playing as her, and I'm making her do things that I want her to do, it's almost like a possessive thing. So it's not exactly empowering to women. So even if guys want to play as scantily clad women, it's more of a possessive, almost like treating women once again as objects, as opposed to actually an empowerment where it's not like we're on an equal status. It's not like we're equals. It's more like, okay, I control you. I'm the fucking boss. I'm the man. I tell you what to do, and you do what I fucking tell you to do, because you're the female and I control you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's more of a master and then the subservient female. You know, the master, which is the control, the user. You know, the player who gets to control the female characters. So to this day, female characters continue to be used in a highly objectified way, in a highly non-empowering way, and it's too bad. It's too fucking bad. You know, I see newer games, these new games like, you know, Wet. What the fuck is Wet? The main character is Ruby, and she's some generic, you know, sexualized character. You know, so there is still that sense of perversion, that sense of using a woman to do your bidding for you.